Moral disengagement. Moral disengagement describes the mental processes we use to convince ourselves that our actions are acceptable even when they violate our moral standards. Often, we use moral disengagement to rationalize little lies or small moral missteps, like violating the speed limit. Albert Bandura defined 4 categories of psychological mechanisms we commonly use to disengage from our moral responsibilities without compromising our moral standards. Mechanism number 1: behavioral. We convince ourselves that harmful behavior is good behavior by using moral, social, or economic justifications. For example, we use a moral justification. My God demands that I kill the heathens. Or a social justification. Immigration threatens our nation's culture. Or an economic justification. CEOs make all the money. We may also disguise our harmful acts with euphemistic language, such as calling innocent citizens in war collateral damage. Or we may justify our harmful acts by using advantageous comparisons, like, my product kills people, but not as many as cigarettes do. Mechanism number 2: agency. We disengage morally when we displace our moral responsibility or diffuse it. We hold someone else or a group responsible for our transgressions. For example, we use displacement. Silly environmental regulations forced us to hide our violations. Or diffusion. It wasn't my idea, we all said okay. Mechanism number 3: effects. When we disregard, distort, or deny the effects of our actions, we are also practicing moral disengagement. For example, we disregard, well, look at all the information we got from torturing him. Or distort, I don't care what the statistics say, we saved jobs. Or deny, a little sexual banter never hurt anyone. Mechanism number 4: victim. When we dehumanize or blame the victim, rather than focus on our own behavior, we are also practicing moral disengagement. For example, we dehumanize. Our enemies are nothing but animals. Or blame. That guy was so dumb, he deserved to be ripped off. Research shows that people with a strong moral identity or higher empathy are less likely to use these mechanisms to rationalize harm. But many people have used moral disengagement to justify major moral wrongs like fraud, torture, and murder. Regardless of the impact, we must all guard against the subtle appeal of moral disengagement.